Have you ever believed in something so wholeheartedly that you're willing to fight for it? Well, in Pink and Say by Patricia Polacco, Pink and Say are two young teenagers, and they're willing to fight for what they believe in. And they believe the slaves in the South should be free, and they're fighting for the North in the Civil War. And as they're fighting, Say is injured, and he is left for dead, and Pink finds him, and he drags him back to his mom's house, and his mom nurses him back to health, and they're building a bond and growing closer as they're trying to get better to go back to war. And Say is realizing it's time, and he's going to have to go back to war to fight. And he's a little scared, and he's talking to Pink's mom, and she's trying to comfort him. Here's a little excerpt of that. "I'm not brave like Pink. I'm not brave. Child, being brave don't mean you ain't afeared. Don't you know that? I don't want to die. These things worse than death, child, but you got nothing to fear. You're here now, and I'm hugging you up. You're going to be an old man some day. When it's your time, the sweet Lord'll send a hummingbird to fly your soul to heaven. Now you ain't afeared of hummingbirds, are you?" Her words brought me sweet sleep. That night I dreamt of hummingbirds and green pastures full of sunlight and wildflowers. So she was the mother that he needed during that time. And as they get ready to go back and fight in the war, they're caught in an ambush, and you'll have to find out what happens. Read the book, Pink and Say, by Patricia Polacco. It's a great way to introduce the Civil War, get kids excited about what had happened and how the North fought for freedom. The book also won in 1997 a West Virginia Children's Book Award. Great book by Pink and Say by Patricia Polacco.